laid out, man. I mean, I already went to court over this. It's been all laid out. I just haven't said anything. You guys didn't know about the court thing? Let me ask my lawyer if I could say. No, it was a literal legal case. I thought it was all public. It is. So then how don't you know? I don't know if I could say. I thought you guys just knew. But, I mean, it's good news for me. Let's just go with that.
First off, this case still has a status designation of open. So if he was to win the case, I mean, maybe it should be closed. Now, if you notice anything about the top, it's just Adriana Lee versus Mizkif, Crazy Slick, and Mizkif Company, right? So you scroll all the way down. I don't want to go all the way down to everything, but this is the last update, these vacation letters, right? And then you have this, the judge granting OTK's motion for lawyer fees in the amount of $50,000. So they signed off that Adriana Lee owes OTK $50,000 in lawyer fees, right? So prior to that, just a quick review of everything. This is the order. This is from 9/19. This is, hey, he said he won. Well, I just go to the court docs. I really don't, if he say he won, hey, show some proof. But the case is still open. Okay. Maya Higa, right? With respect to fraud and torturous interference with business relationships, that was dismissed. And then she was still on the hook for defamation. Still was on the hook for defamation, but eventually that came off. Everything against Maya Higa was eventually thrown out. Same thing for OTK. Everything against OTK was thrown out, just gone, just because of this Rule 91 motion. This Rule 91 got rid of fraud and the torturous interference with business relationships because Adriana Lee did not have a contract where she could say, hey, I had this contract and I lost this amount of money. She tried to produce a document saying she lost money, but in all actuality, she likely benefited from the case. I don't know. I never talked to Adriana Lee. And so basically, everyone, the fraud and the torturous interference with business was tossed out. Okay, so that's for everyone. This is Mizkif. He said it was no big deal. No big deal. Hey,
of what you can deem of it, it's sexual harassment, whatever. At a low scale, it's not really a big deal. I don't think people really gave a shit and really cared.
Court find that, hey, she cannot establish a case based off him saying what happened to her was no big deal. Now, when it comes to what Mizkif said, this is the statement. I've played it in the old videos, but people forget where Mizkif was like, the only time I ever did not want to hang around Adriana is we went to 6th Street and she was groping Sear and it was very effing weird and we stopped hanging out with her and that was it.
Were there points that you told streamers or were aware of that streamers were told not to hang out with Adriana?
The only time I ever did not want to hang out with Adriana is we went to 6th Street and she was groping Sear and it was very fucking weird. So we stopped hanging out with her and then that was it.
The thing about groping Sear, that is a fact. You're stating a fact. She was groping Sear. Now, the text message that she provided would say otherwise, that Sear didn't see it as groping. And this is in the eyes of the court. I know, like, you have this thing where people in the Twitch community may know other information, but you have to realize you're the judge. The judge goes off what's submitted to the court, not what Henry said in the video, not what some old clip that exists out here where Adriana is saying ABC. That's not what the courts go off of. So when you're in the court, you have to think, hey, the judge is looking at all this information, right? They say, hey, this statement right here, she cannot establish a case that she was defamed because this is an opinion piece. Him saying what happened to her was not a big deal is an opinion, his personal opinion. All right, like my personal opinion that Miz is the best streamer in the world, guys. All right, anywho. So now this is for the next case, okay? The next state, the court further finds that Adriana Lee has established by clear and specific evidence a prima facie case for each essential element of her defamation claim as to the foregoing September 23rd, 2022 statement, which is groping Sear. So when Mizkif is saying, hey, I won, I'm like, well, that's not what the courts are saying. Now, I'm about to show you some other stuff that you will see, and you can look like I look. I'm not a lawyer, and make your own decision. If he truly won, where's the proof of him winning? Is further ordered in a judge that defendant's motion is hereby granted as to plaintiff's defamation claim against defendants Matthew, just say Mizkif, for the September 10th statement. Okay, so hey, that case of defamation on that first statement saying it's no big deal is dismissed. And you like, all right, cool. All right. Now, it is further ordered in the Jews that defendant's motion is hereby granted to plaintiff's infliction of emotional distress claim against defendants Mizkif and whatchamacallit, in his business. Now, this is where, hey, bruh, you lost right here. So this is where I'm like, this right here is leverage for Adriana. Let's read it because people forgot. It is further ordered in a judge that defendant's motion is hereby denied, as in it's not getting dismissed, as to plaintiff's defamation claim against Mizkif and his company. So his company and him were still on the hook. That's where I put, now let's talk settlement. Settlement talks. Let's talk settlement. Okay, now look, it's further ordered in a judge that defendant Mizkif and Enterprises may seek attorney's fees related to the motion that request may be set for the central docket before any judge. Now, the attorney fees, in my interpretation, is for the charges that were dismissed. The emotional distress is gone. But as you can see, he's clearly still on the hook for the defamation that is related to him saying she was groping Seer. Now, what did I do today? I reached out to the goddamn courts and I was like, look, what's going on? I'm hearing some things. They said, hey, these are the vacations that you see right here. You say, hey, these vacations here, this is Adriana Lee's teams. This is their vacation. Say, look, look, June 10th to June 14th, we are unavailable. In September 9th to September 13th, we're unavailable. So their team is out. All right. That's her team. Now I looked at his teams and they say something similar. They're like, look, hey, June 10th to the 14th, June 17th to the 21st, we out. Don't schedule anything. So then I was like, look, it has to be something else going on. Give me the goddamn juice. It's like, give me the goddamn juice. And my contact, now this page is not watermarked at all, but you're going to see what the judges write down, right? This is the judges' notes, what you're about to see. I didn't get a chance to watermark it. I didn't get a chance to edit it. It's no personal information on here that's crazy or anything, but this is the current docket notes for the case that Mizkif saying, you know, that he allegedly won and he's just waiting for approval and all this other stuff. And it could be true. It could be true. However, it is not in the court docs. And this is what I go by to say, hey, what the hell's going on? So this is the docket notes or the judge's notes with comments. Okay. So the judges make notes about everything that happens, kind of like their own log to kind of see where the case is. They don't got time to read through all this crap, this googly gop. And we're not about to read through all this googly glop, okay? We're not about to read through all of it, okay? Any of that. But I go down to the most recent entry, which was from 12/19/2023. Order granting OTK Media's Inc. motion for attorney fees. Fees was signed on 12/19/2023 by the judge, all right? And filed with the district clerks of the office, request e-service counsel. Now, this is the end of it, right? You like, that's the last entry. Last entry, okay? You see, you can scroll up. Hey, order grant defendant Maya Higgins TCPA motion to dismiss. Order on defendants Matthew, I hate his whole name, plaintiffs. Evidence were signed 11/13. The orders were electronically filed, DCO through agency upload, blah, 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 blah. There's nothing in the judge's notes about, hey, Mizkif won. Now, what you likely happen is my speculation is a settlement. Now, what type of settlement? I could be 100% wrong, But this is my theory, my 100% theory, my opinion. I'm not a lawyer. I got to say all that. So here it goes, right? All right. So OTK is owed 50K. I think it was like 53K, right? 53K lawyer fees. Maya Higa, she is owed some lawyer fees. Mizkif is owed lawyer fees. Now this may be a little too big because I wanted it all on the same screen. So these people are all owed lawyer fees. Now, even though Miz lost on the defamation, the judge said, hey, you still can file for lawyer fees for the emotional distress and all the other stuff. So what do I think happened? Why you haven't seen a trial date or a court date or anything like that? My speculation is chances are a settlement took place. Not just any settlement. A round, hey, let's nip this in the bud type settlement. I could be wrong. I'm telling you, I could be wrong. People like, no, we never settled. She just dropped the case. All right, well, did she agree to pay you the money? Well, now look, here's the thing. When this case finally does conclude, there will be something filed in the court. You can't just say, case over, it's donezo. You have to file something officially in the court saying it's over. And whether it be, hey, we reached a settlement agreement outside the court and all things is gone, or Adriana Lee submits, say, hey, I dropped the case completely. Now, here's the thing, right? How does the settlement look? Hey, Mizkif pays for all legal fees. Miz pays all legal fees. I think this is my speculation. He pays all legal fees. Adriana Lee could never speak on OTK or Miz or Maya Higa or Crazy Slick. And she walks away with nothing. This is what I think the settlement is. If hey, look, if I'm Miz and I'm their lawyer, and look, because this is leverage. This is leverage right here. Hey, you already owe $53,000 OTK. That's signed, sealed, and delivered. Maya Higa fees, she never filed. Mizkif fees, he never filed. He never filed saying, hey, pay me back my money. So is that the results? If that's the results, it's a W for Miz. Is it? Is a settlement a W for Miz? I don't know. When it comes to these legal court cases, I can only relate to mine. W for me and my divorce was keeping the house and having 50-50 custody. That was a dub. Now it cost me like $80,000 out of pocket, but I still got what I wanted. I won in my mind. But some people may see it as a loss. That's out of 80,000. Yeah, whatever. But if this is the settlement, is this a win? If Miz settled with Adriana Lee and she walked away with nothing and can never mention OTK, Crazy Slick, or Mizkif or Maya Higa again, is that a win? Is that a win? Is that a win? Which is why OTK stayed in the court, even though they could have left like Maya. No, LTK is done. Okay, y'all saying it's a win. All right. Hey, man, if y'all say it's a win, it's a win. Now, a win for me, if I'm Mizkif, is no, we go to trial. I beat her in trial and she owes me way more money and she bankrupt. That could be a win for somebody. Somebody like, nah. We going XQC. We scorching earth on this bitch. She got me in this lawsuit. We about to get out. So there is your Mizkif, my take on the whole ordeal. Is it a win if he settled? I don't know. I can't say he lost in court because there are no hearings or trial dates or anything scheduled. But this has been nothing going on for a long time. But let me think what you know in the comment section. I'll see you next video. Peace.